Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome back. Please rock that like, subscribe and share for your girl, would really appreciate that. Please show your love and support and hit that like button. Also check out the description box down below. There you'll find 4 links, 2 to a meditation, one with our brother Darius and the other with Metatron Frequency. You will also find 2 other links, one to our Telegram chat group where you'll find all our Starseed brothers and sisters sharing amazing information, and also a link to Ismail Perez's website where you can find the courses that he has available and also his products and his 2 books, Our Cosmic Origin and The Secret Government. Alright you guys, how you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. We're still having some amazing weather here in New Zealand, so it's been marvelous and loving it and lapping it up at the moment because we're going into autumn. So mornings are getting darker and yeah, but anyway, how you all doing? I am going to share with you guys an article. It's an article, it's a channeled message, and it's a message from Kryon. Alright, and this message is channeled by Lee Carroll, alright, in this month of February. So yeah, only a day away and we'll be going into March very shortly. Alright, so what else can I tell you? Well, I'm going to be working, so I've got work beside my creating content and videos and things like that, so I'm working and also creating all this content for you. So there are going to be days where I won't be making any content because I'll be at work, but when I do make some content, I will upload those to my channel and keep putting those messages out there and for all of you guys. Also, I hope you all taking good care of yourself and going out in beautiful nature, right, hugging trees and grounding. Also eating clean food and drinking clean water. Doing lots of walking and exercise and body movement to help balance energies throughout your body. Okay, anything that we consume through food is energy, and when we get that energy inside of our bodies, we need to move the body to be able to bring a lot of balance of energy, of that energy that we consume through our bodies. All right, and shift it. Okay, what else can I tell you? There's not really much else that I can share with you guys, except that I'll be going to work. I'm almost at my 200th video content, so at the 200th video I might just go hermit mode for a little bit and spend some time with my guides, spend some time with Divine, and just raising my energy frequency and taking that little break, right? So once in a while, I think we all deserve a little break with all the work that we do and that we do for you guys. Alright, so right now I'm going to get into this message here, and please only take what resonates to you and for your highest good, okay? Use your discernment, do your own homework, and if you have any questions, write those questions down, bring them to Ismail Perez's live and fire away. He loves it when you come up with new questions, fresh questions, questions that have never been asked. Those are the questions that he is looking for when he goes live on his channel on YouTube. Okay, without further ado, let's get into this. And this channeled message, yes, it is channeled by our sister called Lee Carroll. Okay, I hope I got that right. So, what is with all the solar flares? Okay. Greetings, dear one. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. Well, Let's ask another thing. Why would you talk about solar flares in the love month? Alright. Well, let's ask another thing. Why would you talk about solar flares in the love month? And the time that you are receiving this channel, it's February. These are the channels often about love during this time. And I've just started something about solar flares during this time. Is there even potentially commonality? Is there between the two something that connects them? So stay with me. I want to give the same kind of channel that I did when I spoke about which was happening at the center of the earth regarding the magnetic field. You have to come back with me. Please listen. Pay attention, because now some of the things that we said very earlier on that strained the belief system of almost all humanity are starting to come more clear. You're starting to recognize or cognize what I told you originally as perhaps the truth. So I think that word is not cognize. I think it's you're starting to recognize what I told you originally as perhaps the truth. When I came to this planet in 1989, one of the first things I told you was the magnetic field of this planet is starting to change to allow for greater awareness. In other words, there was an alliance between the physics of the earth, the magnetic field, and consciousness. We also told you we had a grid group that would, for a while, and then leave, that would work for a while and then leave. You also had those first years where you started to see runaway numbers be re-numbered because of the magnetic grid of the planet was starting to shift. And when that grid shifts, the compass starts to point in another place. Or the compass starts to point in another place, subtly, but not so subtly, because up to 3 degrees was changed in so many places, enough to change the runaway numbers, which are compass headings. Whales, they started breaching themselves. Did you notice? Because they navigate with the magnetic grid. That's how they migrate. And so whereas there was ocean in one spot, suddenly there's an isthmus or a beach or something in that way. And they navigated just like they always did, and instead beached themselves. And by the way, this stopped after a few years, showing you that they then returned to something that they adjusted to regarding the navigation that they need to migrate. What I am telling you, dear ones, is that the magnetic grid began to shift just like I said it would. But more than that, I told you there would be proof later on that which you believe is consciousness, something esoteric, perhaps, or untangible, perhaps, would have been classified as energy. If something has energy, and you can prove it has energy, it means you can work with it just like you work with the laws of physics. Perhaps you can push and pull it, or at least you can understand more about what it is. Amazing. I love this. And I hope you guys are getting a lot from this channeled message that I'm sharing with you guys. So yeah. In the early 2000s, the experiments started. Something happened. We've discussed it before, and even Preston University was involved. And you got to see that magnetics and consciousness had to be somehow aligned with each other. Two multi-dimensional energies working together on this planet for something I told you would be. The magnetic grid has to change, and the subtitles of the change were at first when I arrived. But then it started to get more. I would say, dramatic, less remote. And we gave you the channel last year about what was happening internally with the earth, where some of the core was starting to move in an odd way. That is the process of the generation of the magnetic grid that you are seeing. And the magnetic grid changed slightly. Awesome. Beautiful. So one other thing, actually there are more than one, but one other thing that we are speaking of that could really give the magnetic grid of this planet quite a push of change is a solar flare. The sun is right now scheduled. It is cooperating with the shift. And when solar flare occurs, especially the kinds that you are seeing, the solar flare puts itself dramatically as a powerful energy into the heliosphere of the sun, that you might say it then blasts the earth with radiation that you haven't normally seen from the sun, which is common, except the solar flares, uncommon. Sure, the sun is always radiating that kind of things, and you're shielded with the same. Sure, the sun is always radiating that kind of things, and you're shielded with the magnetic grid. But more than being shielded with it, think of it this way. The solar flare is pushing into this growth of the earth a new energy that actually then changes the magnetic grid slightly. So the solar flares are changing the grid. They have to. The grid is absorbing them at the same time. It is working with them, and this particular energy that I'm speaking of is physical energy. The grid is physical magnetic. And we have told you from the beginning, I am magnetic master. Why do you think I gave or given myself that strange name as an angelic one? As an angelic one, you might say, that is in love with the planet, that works with you, your consciousness, your compassion, your kindness. I have come to tell you there is a changing earth. I have told you this, that I love you so much for what you're going through. Amazing info, guys. These machinations of consciousness you're starting to see on planet is so many ways. This dark and light battle you have is because as the magnetic grid changes, it starts to awaken the old souls. It starts to then enhance the mastery that is sailing through the veil. It starts to then talk to your DNA, to your cells, alright? So it starts to then talk to your cells in different than it did before. It's all related. This planet of yours, all of it, has some part to play with your chemistry, with your consciousness, with the air that you breathe. And part of this planet and what it's doing with you and for you is the magnetic grid. The solar flares are affecting this. You are told that they are dangerous. Indeed they are. But at the same time, you are shielded from them. And indeed, you are. But you're not told what they might be doing with your grid, which is positive, which is good news, which is right on schedule. And it is. It's a different kind of a message, isn't it? What it's got to do with love. You're so loved. You're so protected in so many ways that you don't know. This is a dramatic time. It's the love of the Creator which gives a push to your grid so that this battle of dark and light that you're experiencing will be shorter than if it were not that way at all. There are so many things that you are being given on this earth to help push away that which is, I would say, not belonging to an earth that is filled with love and mastery. Dark things don't belong in light, dear ones, and it would take you so long in this battle if it were not for these things. They're happening right on schedule. I've seen them happen again and again. And if you could say that the other side of the veil is in love with you or gets emotional, that's the human part you're watching. So they're happening right now on schedule. I've seen them happen again. And if you could say that the other side of the veils is in love with you or gets emotional, that's the human part you're watching. That's the man in the chair as I talk to him, trying to assimilate what I am giving him. He struggles for words because love is that way. It's always been that way. We are so much in love with you. Part of the things that may be mysterious and frightening, maybe even dangerous, that you're being told. What's with the solar flares? Can you welcome them? Thank you, Spirit, for changing this grid yet again, for helping us with this battle before us, of putting light on the planet with the consciousness of the old souls who are watching this right now. I am Kryon, in love with you all, and so it is. Kryon. Well, I just love this message and I wanted to share that with you guys. And that was a message that was channeled by Lee Carroll. Amazing. Alright, so here's another Alright, this is another article that I'm going to share with you. It's a quick one, so it's not a very long one. And this is the purification of water, air, and fire. Okay, this one is by Judith Kryon. So, yep. So let's just delve into this. Alright. Remember, only take what resonates for you and do all of your own homework. Use your own intuition and alright, so excited to share this with you right now. I connected with the Mer people here in 2009 on beach nearby, as recorded in my book. Why I was born in Africa, the previously unrecorded history of Elysium and the Lion Kingdom. Today, 3 mermaids appeared to me at the beach and showed me how huge movements are occurring in the ocean floor and oceans. They showed me the underwater volcanoes on the verge of eruption, the ocean floor ripping open at places, especially between South Africa and Antarctica, as an old landmass reappears from the original supercontinent, which once held parts of Elysium and the Lion Kingdom, extending to South America and New Zealand, and especially South Island. And then the Pacific, where huge movements are occurring in the Mediterranean Sea, where the 2 undersea volcanoes are about to erupt. Add to this the Pacific offshore of Chile and Easter Island, Mexico and California regions. Old buildings, structures, pyramids, etc. which sunk undersea will reappear, with new fresh water resources will suddenly appearing, with intensified flooding and all over the world, even with earthquakes and volcanoes erupting. This is the purification of water, air and fires, that said, the clearing of the pollution and the clearing of trauma which is clogging up the arteries and energy grids of the earth, the Mediterraneans and acupuncture points. The Mer people are assisting with the dolphins and whales and holding steady with the elephants on the land and other species. The elementals and those who have arrived from all over the universe and others to eat the pollution and clearing with the fire, water, air and earth dragons. Things are going to happen on all levels now, and they are asking all light workers and star seeds, ground crews, to hold the light steady and increase it, and to send love to all sentient beings on earth, within and without. This is indeed a huge transfiguration process from the 3rd density into the 5th and 7th. They send their love and greetings. Our sister Judith. Lovely, I love it. So that was from Judith Kussel, and this is the purification of water, air and fires. Nice. Alright guys, well, that's all I have for you right now, and I hope that really speaks to you and speaks to your heart. And yeah, amazing information, amazing downloads or channeled messages that come in from Kryon, and also the one that I just shared with you right now. Alright guys, so that's all I got for you right now, but there are going to be days that I'm going to be at work, so there's going to be I'm going to make some content that is hopefully not going to be too long, but probably just come in and do some updates, check in, see how you guys are doing, and probably see you on Ishmael Perez's lives anyways. If I'm not on the live, then I'm at work. So yeah, if I'm not in the live on Ishmael's channel, then I'm most likely at work, and yeah, but that's okay, that's all good, because I can catch up with his information and all his work on the replays. Alright guys, I'm going to head out now, but thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please rock that like, subscribe and share for your girl. I appreciate all subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Okay guys, have a beautiful day and take good care, okay? Take good care. Radiant out. See you guys. Bye.